What pesticides can you mix together? Well, in this video, we're going to tell you how to make that concoction that'll knock them bugs out. Mixing pesticides. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Craig here again, howtopest.com. Today we're going to answer a question that a lot of you out there have asked us. What pesticides can we mix together? Now, why would you even ask that question? Why isn't just one pesticide good by itself? Well, in most cases, one pesticide as a standalone is fine. But sometimes you need that extra punch. You need that 1-2, that whammy to knock them out. Or sometimes you need to flush them out of an area and then have something that's going to carry and stand up for the long haul to wipe them out as they continue to come out. So what are we talking about? Let's talk about a certain product. Let's talk Demand, guys. Demand CS. It's a popular product. It's a fantastic product that a lot of you use out there. A lot of you pros already know this and use this chemical, Demand CS. If you don't, try it out. It is a fantastic product by itself. But Demand is known for its longevity. It holds up for 90 days at a time. So it makes it a fantastic product. But on top of that, it's in an ICAP formulation, which basically means they're taking all the particles of this pesticide and they're putting it in a cap like a grenade. So when the insect comes along, he doesn't just wipe pesticide on him. He picks up this little eye cap and the pesticide stays intact until they groom themselves or groom each other. And then it explodes on them, the pesticides, and killing the insects is how that works. It also holds up better than your spray films out there with the weather, the elements, and things like that. It just grabs to the surfaces better. But how can you make Demand even stronger, make it even more effective? You can take like an Ecovia. Now, an Ecovia is an all-natural product. So you're taking an all-natural botanical and you're mixing it with a chemical solution like a Demand CS. You're taking a quick knockdown with a long residual. So do you see how that works together? So they complement each other. So you have one that bam, bam, hits them real quick, kind of like just killing what you see, gives you a little bit of a holdup, but then you get a Demand that just holds up and keeps killing as they keep coming in contact with it. So mixing those two together is a fantastic formulation. What is another option you can do? Have you guys heard of Exciter? If you haven't, Exciter is a pyrethroid. It's like a flushing agent. It's going to push them out of those dark cracks, those crevices, those voids that they're hiding in, whether it be the roaches, the ants, whatever it is. Exciter is a flushing type agent. So you can take an Exciter and you can mix it with a Talstar P, which is like a bifin. Has a 30 to 90 day residual depending on the weather and where you're putting it, whether outside or indoors. But typically with the Talstar, you're going to get about 30 days, maybe a little longer. But take that Exciter and you flush them out. The Talstar is not flushing them out, and now they come across the Talstar. So another combination, I still can't say it.
What is going on here? Who is this?
I cannot believe. Combination. Thank you very much. Background noise. Combination. Oh my gosh. Why do you watch my videos? Okay, so put these two together and make a fantastic combination. There we go, guys. Here's another one for you. You've heard of IGRs, right? IGRs, insect growth regulators. So what do? They eventually stop the insects from reproducing by making the offspring produce deformed, therefore they cannot produce. So it doesn't happen right away, but it finally stops that cycle. Where are IGRs used a lot? Well, they're used in control of ants, mosquitoes, but especially roaches and fleas. So IGRs have many different uses. They work on a variety of insects. They're a really safe formulation to use as far as humans go. You're not using it on humans, but they're safe. So what can they be mixed with? IGRs can be mixed with a lot of these chemicals we already talked about and many others. So you take your chemical of choice, and unless it says otherwise, you can mix an IGR with it. Now, you're going to be wasting your money if you're just doing your maintenance pest control and mix it in IGRs. You really don't need that, and you don't need to spend the extra money for those IGRs. But what are we talking about? We're talking about our Gentrals. We're talking about our Nygards. What about Archer? So these are all different varieties of IGRs. And like I said before, you can mix them with a ton of different products out there. So what a lot of people like to do is, let's talk roaches right now. A lot of people like to use Alpine WSG. It's a wettable granule that basically dissolves when put in the water, and then that's their killing agent. That's their knockdown punch, but it's a non-repellent, so they don't know it's there, so they don't try to get away from it. And then they mix in a Gentrol. So again, you're mixing two chemicals together. One that's going to kill them, one that's going to stop them, and they pretty much kill themselves because they don't reproduce anymore. So two different things, two different modes of action. Now, let's say you took a Nygard, another IGR, and you wanted to take that out to the yard. So out in the yard, let's say you grabbed Onslaught, you grabbed Suspend. These are all fantastic products. So is Talstar P. You can take your chemical of choice, and now we're talking for yard treatments. Let's talk about fleas out in the yard. Well, first thing you're going to do is shut off those sprinklers, right? Because if you have those sprinklers on and the chemical doesn't have time to adhere, you're just washing it away and wasting your money. So when you do lawn treatments, ornamental treatments, make sure that you shut off the water sources outside for at least 1 to 2 days. The longer, the better. I know it's harder in those hotter months. You have to have that water on, but the longer you can leave the water off, the longer the chemical has to not only adhere, but take effect in wiping out those insects. So take your chemical of choice, take your Nygard, mix it in, and now you got a thing that's not only killing the adult fleas, but you're stopping them from reproducing. And then you have the Archer, and there's many other ones, guys, but those are 3 of my favorite IGRs. So take the Archer, and you're going after mosquitoes. Go back to Demand CS. It's a fantastic product for mosquitoes. So is Ecovia. It's another fantastic product. It's an all-natural. Mix that with the Archer, go after those mosquitoes. You want more of a chemical-based product, go with a Demand CS. Remember, 90-day residual, fantastic residual, and mix that with an Archer, and then go to town. That being said, remember this, when you mix chemicals together, or you have them as a standalone, you need to use these chemicals within 24 hours. If you don't do that, what happens is everything changes in the makeup of that mixture. The pH levels change in the water, the chemical breaks down, and then it just doesn't do what that manufacturer intended that chemical to do. So only mix what you're going to use pretty much that day. Don't mix it, store it in the garage, use it next weekend. I'm not going to say you're not going to kill insects still, but you're not going to have as good as a powerful mixture as you would have if you would have used that as soon as you mix that up. And then remember, if you make big formulations, more than a gallon or so, you're probably going to want to re-agitate, basically shake that thing up every now and then. So spray a little bit, give it a little shake, and it just keeps it agitated in the water, and then go to town on what you need to treat. So mixing chemicals, it can be done, and it's a fantastic way to get a more powerful punch for whatever you're going after. Just make sure you read the label. The label is king, and labels will a lot of times tell you this mix is good with Nygard, this mix is good with etc., whatever it may be. It'll also tell you do not mix with certain products, because they're just not going to adhere together. You don't want to put a product out there that's going to damage your ornamentals, damage your grass, or stain areas that you're spraying. I always recommend, if you're going to mix things like that and you're spraying, especially like the ornamentals, do a test spot. You're looking for that phototoxicity. You don't want to damage the leaves of the plant. And one thing I just thought about right now, when you're mixing like the Ecovia with the Demand, use the lower amount of the Ecovia mixture mixed with whatever amount you're going to mix with the demand that the label recommends, and then go to town. You just want a little less of that, especially outdoors on those plants. And that's back to what I was talking about, that phototoxicity. Guys, that's about it. Mixing chemicals is a great option. It's a great thing to do. You don't always need it, but know you have that option. If you have any questions on any of these products or something I may not have answered, feel free to throw it in the comment section down below. All these products I just mentioned and many more are on howtopest.com. So at the end of this video, jump over there, grab the products you need. And if you need more help, like I said, comment section down below. I'm sure we'll put a picture of a lot of these I talked about, either to my left or to my right. I don't know which way those pictures go. And that's about it, guys. Appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you for all you subscribers out there. You really keep this channel alive. We appreciate that. You guys have a great day. Craig, howtopest.com.